Jorge Merced, the Dominican left-hander, will get the nod to start here.
3 out.
Now at the plate, Frank Fleming, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Frank Fleming.
Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Well, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight. They've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Hey, why not get on a hot streak, Matty? They played really well yesterday.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Striding into the box, Frank Fleming. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Fleming.
First pitch on its way. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike.
Hey, I need you right here one time.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Lifted the other way to left center. Mann23's giving chase, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
That a boy, way to get on the sack.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. Keeping that front shoulder tough, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Grounded to third. This could be 2. And it eats him up a bit. And a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first down of the inning. So striding in, Richie Landis.
Now batting, third baseman, Richie Landis.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. Now batting, Prince Birch. He flew out in his last at bat.
Prince Birch.
1-2. Here it is. Hit on the ground to third. The throw from his knees. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass. Now at the plate, Dave Hughesby. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Hughesby.
And now the runner's trying for third. Skied into straightaway right. Fleming is there, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Digging in, Christian Chico, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. And he sends it the other way toward right center. Fleming is in pursuit. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning.
Your pitch right here. Let's go.
Now in the box, Frank Fleming. He singled his last time up.
Frank Fleming.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
Hard hit ball to second. Fielded cleanly. There's one. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue the inning. Digging in, Frank Fleming in a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th.
On right here, one time. Here we go. Oh, it's sitting on something right here. Hey, drive him in for us. We need you. Here you go.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Runners on first and third, 2 away.
Hey, need you right now. Here we go.
Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone.
Hey, have a rip like you can. Here you go.
Touch off. Drive him in right here. Here you go.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
3-1 to him now.
Drive him in. Need you right here.
And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike two.
3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Here now is Ryan Lamar. No
Now
hits
batting,
to this point.
center fielder, Ryan Lamar.
He's set. The payoff pitch. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side is retired. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he pitched really well. He wasn't necessarily dominant, but turned in a good, solid effort, and definitely was a factor in the win here.
It's time for baseball now as the show's tour of the minors continues with a stop. Frank Cortez, the right-hander out of Puerto Rico, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
Fleming will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So digging in now, Frank Fleming, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First pitch coming, here it is. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Come on, Biggin, stay hot up there.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. The 0-2 home. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball one.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
Needs a punch out here. Can he get it?
Okay,
a shot down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. One run scores. He's in at second safely as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
Usually a hitter will shorten his swing with 2 outs, but not this guy. He puts a big charge into this one and drives in a couple of runs along the way. That can be frustrating as a pitcher when you had a guy in the ropes and you couldn't finish him off, especially when he drives in runs.
A swing and a ground ball to third. And he tries to get to the backhand, but it gets on by. 1 run is in. Throw comes to second, but he is in there with a 2-run double. Already their second double of this first inning, guys.
Yeah, he's not fooling.
Now at the plate, Frank Fleming stands in here after doubling home 2 in his first at-bat.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Here comes the 1-0. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
3-0 to him now.
Right spot. Come on now, kid.
And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out. Here now is Ryan Lamar.
Now batting, the center fielder, Ryan Lamar.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hit down the line at
Pick up
first.
the ball. Stay right here.
And
Stay
that's
right
a
here.
fair
On the
ball
bat.
as it's through into right field. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. Make it 5-1.
Dan, that's a nice RBI base hit on a hard grounder down the first baseline. If the first baseman's holding him right there, it's probably a double play, but not the case.
No question about it, Dero. Sometimes it's a game of inches, and that ball hit or vacated where the first baseman, if he was holding on, that would probably have been one of those 3-6-3 double plays. Instead, it's down the line for a base hit.
Second baseman, Prince Burke.
Runner, yes, yes.
And there he goes towards second. That's a strike to throw down. Fleming on third. Lamar is over at second with 1 down in the inning. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
This is on the ground over to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Probably wanted more.
Stepping up to the plate, Frank
Fleming.
Fleming.
The Braves, the right fielder, Frank Fleming.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Curveball taken for a strike on the inside.
You're right here, kid. Drive something.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw won't get him.
So frustrating, Dero. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
And a dive, but he's back in.
Here you go, baby. Find a good
Perhaps
pitch.
wisely, another look to first. And the runner back. He's set, and the pitch. Pitch is high, the throw. And he can't get back in time, and he is out at first. Into the box, Frank Fleming. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the seventh.
Fleming.
0-1 the count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. In there at the knees. 0-2 now.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Diaz is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, Frank Fleming. One in, one out, and one on here in the inning.
Come on, baby. Get your pitch up. Stay through. Let's go.
He's set. Here it comes. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
Get your pitch and drive it. Let's go, big dog. Your spot.
The 1-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Hey, see it, drive it.
Joyce, the runner at first with one gone in the inning.
Hey, let her rip. Let her rip.
Drilled to first. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning.
That's a really tough double play to turn when the first baseman has to field it coming off the bag and then make a throw to second while the runner is going down the line. Couldn't complete the double play, but at least they got one out.
Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And a good effort here, but he's well safe at first, and there are 2 on and 2 out now.
You know, Dero, when he makes a phone call after the game and call his parents and say he had a 4-hit day, you think he's going to tell them about that infield single right there?
Oh, no, that was a line drive in the gap. We always used to say on the bench, Dan, anybody could get 3 hits in a big league game. Got to get that 4th one. That's what's...
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over.
Wow, a 9-out save. That's 3 full innings. You don't see that very often these days. It's awfully nice to have a guy in the back end of your bullpen that can pitch that kind of work.
The Stars have standing in. Frank Fleming, a couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
Hey, stay hot now. Hey, keep it going. Stay hot, huh?
See it up. Drive it like you can. Let's go.
There's a cut fastball that time that runs in a bit too tight, and it's 2-0 now. Line towards center field. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. Throw into second, not in time, and he's in there with a double.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
A throw behind the runner at second. Fleming leads off second with nobody out. Now a spin and another throw back to second. And a dive, but he's back in there. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch.
Down.
Oh, and it's off target, and he'll be safe at third.
And to me, they just can't let guys get lead like that, especially knowing that the guy behind the plate isn't known for his arm. Here he swipes third, and they just kind of gave it to him.
The 1-2 pitch. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. Leading off the inning, Esteban de la Cruz, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Fleming has to come in a few steps. Digging in for his second at-bat, Frank Fleming. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Lays off 1-0.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
Hey, come on, big dog.
The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now. 2 men are on with 2 men out.
Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh?
In there, 2-2.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, man.
All right, hold up. Good job.
And a sliding try there at third, but it skips by him, a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away. Now at the plate, Richie Landis. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one.
And the shortstop is under it to make the play. At the plate, Bernie Whalen. He reached on a single in his first try. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Frank Fleming. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike.
Hey, see it, drive it.
And he misses here with a slurve, even at 1-1.
Hey, 1 pitch right here. On out.
And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Up with it, Whalen. The throw to first is in time, 1 down. Leading off the inning, Bruno Ayala, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Striding in once again, Frank Fleming. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. In there, no balls and a strike.
Hey, see it, drive it. Let's go, big dog.
That's a ball.
A ball and a strike.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Great curveball there. Really fooled him with that one. Travis stands at first with 1 out.
Hey, see it, drive it. Let's go, big dog.
That's lifted the other way out to left. De La Cruz sprinting after it. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the 2nd out. 5-2 the final today. The Mississippi Braves took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. The game's future. Kyle Wright will be on the mound for Game 4. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me, a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Time now to give you a look at the back. So coming to the plate, Frank Fleming. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Frank.
Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Diaz has a read on it. One down. So striding forward now, Miguel Diaz. One in, one out, and one on here in the inning. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Fleming on the move. He's got it. A nice play there. Two away. Standing in, Adam Ambrose. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Working for the punch out and the offering. Skied into straightaway right. Fleming giving chase. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Striding in, Frank Fleming. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Frank Fleming.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there, strike one.
This is a tough spot here to turn two off this guy at the plate. One of the things you really have to make sure defensively to make sure you get at least one out. Don't try to turn that double play. If you get the sure out at second, take that. And if you get it at first, well, that's just an added bonus. But make sure you at least get one out in a spot like this.
The 0-1 on its way. Pulled toward right center field. Beavers is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. In now, Christian Chico. He singled his last time up.
Second baseman, Christian Chico.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Fleming has it in his tracks. He's got it one away. Leading off the inning, Frank Fleming, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And it's 1-1.
Come on, big guy.
Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Come on now, get your pitch up there.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
De La Cruz is over toward the line a bit as he takes it for the first out. So here's the cleanup hitter, Frank Fleming. He flew out in his last at-bat. And now a pitch on the way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2. Vasquez, a 25-year-old, his pitch repertoire includes a curveball, a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and a 2-seam fastball. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Christian Chico. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Chico.
Heading out towards shallow right. Fleming moves over. 1 down. Stepping up now, Denny Beavers. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Fleming back in plenty of time to put this away, however. And And guys, a very important outing turned in on the mound for the man you see right there. He was a big factor, of course, and is the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award. Welcome to MLB The Show. Harrison Peterson gets the call in Game 5 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, this guy certainly could be one of those horses for courses kind of guy. Loves pitching at home. Take a look at those home road splits. They're pretty good. Without question, he's more comfortable pitching at home than he is on the road.
Stepping in, Denny Beavers, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Denny Beavers.
The 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Moving under it, Fleming, one away.
Cut, hold. Hold it.
Coming to the plate now, Frank Fleming, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Fleming.
Hey, get a good one.
First offering on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Fellas, our visiting team, as they take the field after a scoreless top half, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, but you know the old adage that what they say is momentum on a baseball field is the next day's starting pitcher. I know they're 0-4 to start the road.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Boy, when teams are playing well like this team is on a nice little winning streak right here, they strike early in this one to keep the mojo working.
Yeah, Dan, from an offensive standpoint, everyone searches for confidence, and that's exactly what they have right now. Everyone contributing makes for a fun clubhouse.
Ayala is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Into the box now, Fernando Perez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the 0-2. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. So 1 run here on 2 bases. Stepping into the box, Frank Fleming. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he's got to feel super confident right now. He's the only real offense in this game. Guys on the mound have been executing every pitch.
Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right there.
A bouncer up the middle. Huseby ranging up the middle, and the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single.
You know, D-Roll, that looked like a base hit all the way up the middle. A nice job there by the second baseman to get to it and make that jump throw to first base.
Yeah, one of the tougher plays in our game. A lot of great second basemen in our sport make this look easy, but I'll tell you what, it's not. To throw the ball to first base while your entire body and momentum is headed towards left field is one of the most difficult things to do in our sport.
Fleming leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning.
Come on, baby, get your pitch up there.
This one skied out toward right.
Dig, 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 dig.
Ayala is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side.
Let it fly right here.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Frank Fleming. Couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Come on, big guy, get your pitch, huh? See it, drive it. Let's go. Right here.
Come on, big guy. You got
First pitch of the at-bat.
Nope.
Now a fastball, a bit too low here. It's ball 1. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
3-0 now.
Hey, 1 pitch right here. Come on now.
Ah! 3-1. hit in the air down the left field line. Beavers is in pursuit. He gets there, and that's the second out. Ready for another chance? Adam Ambrose, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Lifted in the air out to right. Moving under it, Fleming. He's got it one away. Digging in once again, Frank Fleming. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Frank Fleming.
All right, one more time, right here.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0.
Fly up there, huh?
7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. Lifted down the line in left. Beavers on the move, but this will land untouched.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
And this ball runs away for ball 2, 2-1. This is popped up. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. So stepping in, Adam Ambrose.
Shortstop, Adam.
The 3-2 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Fleming sprinting after it. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press. They just came out here, played their game, and put the losing streak behind them.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Mississippi Braves and the Montgomery Biscuits. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Nick Wilson, a native of Minnesota, gets the starting nod. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
3.
Ready now, Frank Fleming. He drove in his club's only run a night ago.
Fleming.
Here comes the first pitch. There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike. Guys, we take a look at the home 9 as they take the field tonight. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is a nice one. First game of a homestand. You played well on the road. You got a chance to grab a shower and sleep in your own bed last night. I bet you this team comes out on the attack today.
One time right here. Hey, get your pitch, stay through it. Let's go.
1-1, here it is. Hot shot on the ground is short. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. Digging in, Shinji Kato earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate.
Yeah, super successful for that moment, but this is a completely different situation. And with no one standing on third, he's going to have to drill something into the outfield in order to get a ribby.
Fleming is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Settling in now, Frank Fleming. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Frank Fleming.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is popped up. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2. At the plate, Frank Fleming. And their runners at the corners now.
Frank Fleming.
First offering on its way. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. And it misses. 3-1 now.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
Get your pitch. Drive it right here.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Full count now.
All right, one time right here.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
Man, this guy's on his game.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Eric Van. The windup and the 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Fleming moves over, and that ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Stepping into the box, Ernest Luther.
The catcher, Ernest Luther.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Fleming is camped under this one. As he puts this one away, the side is retired. So they go down without a whimper here. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Frank Fleming. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Called strike at the letters, 0-1. Eighth inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Here Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
I know he's down in the count right now, and it's not looking good, but he's been swinging the bat so well lately. I don't think he minds this one bit.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count.
Hey, let her fly, let her fly.
The
right
1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Stepping in, Luis Sanchez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. The 1-2 hammered the other way to deep right field. Fleming looking up, and this one is gone. A home run. Tonight's game comes to an end, 5-1 the final score. The Montgomery Biscuits jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back.
For the victorious Boston Red Sox.
The start. Now to the plate, Frank Fleming. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only one score. First delivery to him on the way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone, whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set. You take the first one, you put that other team on their heels.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Travis on third with 2 out. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think it's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
See you to rip it up there.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Moving under it, Fader. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So a good job on the mound there. At the plate, Eric Van. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Van.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Fleming giving chase. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the... Leading off the inning, Frank Fleming, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Frank Fleming.
Here comes the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Hey, one time right now, kid. Here we go.
Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2.
Hey, your pitch. Drive it deep, huh? Here you go.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Let her rip right here.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Ready once again, Frank Fleming. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. But that is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2. Vila, just 21 years of age. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a 2-seamer, and a slider.
Good eye, good eye.
And tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now. Still only 1 out in the inning.
Let's fly. Let's go right here.
This is line to left. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Boy, this has been a tough one for him so far, D-Roll. 7th hit of the game already. They're really making him work.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. As Dustin Pedroia says, it's a laser show out there.
And that misses ball 4. So it's first and second now with only one away. Ready for another shot now. Prince Birch. He flew out in his last at-bat. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. And a fastball. Blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. Into the box now, Carlos Dominguez. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Hit to first.
Come on, you're down. You're down.
And the off-balance throw is right there for the 3rd out, and a high degree of striding forward now is the DH, Brett Coyle.
Designated hitter.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Fleming is underneath this one. And there's the 2nd out of the inning. Digging in now, Frank Fleming. He singled his last time up.
Frank Fleming.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
And he holds up here, but the pitch is a called strike anyway. 7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2.
Hey, needs you right here one time.
Line drive to left. Well, this is right to him in left as he hardly has to move as he handles it for the final out. Now at the plate, Frank Fleming. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Frank.
Hard hit ball to second. Scoops it up. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Tonight's game comes to an end, 5-1 the final score. Mississippi used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. There is rain in the area, but we've been given the go-ahead to get this one started. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Mississippi Braves and the Montgomery Biscuits. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Striding into the box, Frank Fleming comes into this one with just 1 hit in 9 tries for the series. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a curveball that misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
Horn over at second. Joyce is over at first with 1 away.
Let's go.
And he misses again. Ball 3.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
3-2 full count. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball. Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Richie Landis, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, D-Row?
Yeah, Matty, you take a look up and down this lineup. One thing jumps out.
Now, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. 1 run is scored. And the second run will score as that makes it a 2-0 ball game.
Hey, one of the things you want to do, D-Row, is strike early, and they've done just that with a big hit driving in, too.
Yeah, Dan, great to grab an early lead right there, especially when you could throw up a crooked number for your pitcher.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 2 hits. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Brett Hoyle, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. And he popped him up.
I got it.
Birch will put this one away, and the side is retired. Digging in to try it again, Frank Fleming. He drew a walk his first time up. From the stretch. Not what he wanted to do there with the slider, as it misses well above the zone.
It's your pitch, huh?
Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out. So striding in, Frank Fleming comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul.
Hey, get your pitch. Drive it right here.
Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
Count is 1-2 now.
All right, one time right here. Yeah, let it fly right here.
Popped up. Moreno is there, 2 down. Now at the plate, Frank Fleming.
The right fielder, Frank.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And he gets ahead 0-1. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1.
Hey, let's go, big fella.
Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Sanchez is over. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors. This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. The Braves jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back.
For the victorious Braves, 2 runs on 8 hits.
It's time for baseball now as the show's tour of the minors. Sean Staples, a right-hander from the Sooner State, gets the starting assignment here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, in a day and age where runs are scored at an alarming rate, this guy's been pretty rock solid. Last 3 starts, ERA under 2.00. Not an easy thing to do, and you'll know if he's on early. If he's good and on point in the first inning, that usually means he's going to be rock solid throughout the rest of the game.
The 1-0 is in there for strike 1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Fastball well outside.
All right, one time right here, kid.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. And it's fouled away. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
All right, here's how the home side's lining up defensively. And fellas, when you take a look at the numbers on this guy, this starting pitcher has a low ERA, a low strikeout rate. And what that means to me, obviously.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Daniel Fader. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting nine for this one. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Moving under it, Fleming, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
No runner.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the visitor.
Digging in, Frank Fleming. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Come on, big guy. See it, drive it. See it, drive it.
First pitch on its way. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn two.
Fleming is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Fader is after it. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Now batting, Lou Carpenter has 2 hits in 11 trips for the series so far.
Carpenter
hops this one up. And that's going to fall. A base hit. The throw home. And not in time as the run scores. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Digging in, Lou Dries, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Lou Dries.
Hit in the air to right field. Fleming is under it, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left.
Right here, let's go, kid.
Now batting. The right
so
fielder.
Digging in now, Frank Fleming. He flew out in his last at bat. 1 out, nobody on. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
The 7th inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. No. Now in the box, Frank Fleming. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot. Has to put the ball in play.
Hey, need you right here. Let's go, kid.
Here's the first pitch to him. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
Fouled off.
Hey, no one better, huh?
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Need you right now.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
And that misses ball 4, so it's 1st and 2nd now with 2 out.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
Landed.
A swing and a ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here.
In order to play at this level, you got to have unbelievable hand-eye coordination. And that pitch wasn't even in the zone, and he was able to get perfect wood on that baseball.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score. Now at the plate, Carlos Dominguez, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Oh, that one deflects off him. I think it got his arm. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the third out of the inning. And tonight's one-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. Montgomery jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Welcome to MLB. Set to get his evening at the plate started. Frank Fleming batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Guys, we take a look at the home 9 as they take the field tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split at 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. Stepping up to the plate, Frank Fleming. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Into the box, Frank Fleming.
Right fielder, Frank Fleming.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1.
All right, come on now. One time. Let it fly, buddy.
That's a ball.
Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike.
Hey, let her fly up there, huh?
Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. And the second run will score as that makes it a 2-0 ball game. And he is in at third with a 2-run triple.
Yeah, when that left his bat, I thought it was out of here for a 3-run shot, but to his credit, he didn't hesitate or break into that home run trot. He busted it out of the box and was thinking triple all the way. Well done.
Standing in, Prince Birch. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Coming to the plate now, Lou Carpenter. He singled his last time up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle inning.
High fly ball out to deep right field. Fleming racing back on the warning track. He makes the catch. Digging in and looking for more, Frank Fleming, and he's looking to add on to his 2 RBI game from earlier. First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Ball even at 2-2.
Come on, big dog. We need you.
Fastball is outside. It's full now. 3-2.
Hey, drive him in for us.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. At the plate, Frank Fleming. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Here comes the first pitch. And a bouncing ball, foul.
Hey, your turn now. No one better. Here you go.
Comes set and the 0-1. Check to swing there and pops this one up. Carpenter camps under it, and he's got it for route number 2. 4-2 the final score tonight. Kenny Franco gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that just about does it.
A player new to his AA squad gets a tip from one of his coaches.